Welcome to you, my name's Dayle and this is Dayle Downloads, where I take a topic, issue or a suggestion by you and I download about it for 10 minutes or less. This one is not a typical Dayle Downloads. This is probably my last Dayle Downloads because I'm about to go on holiday and I'm not going to be able to deliver those extra videos every week. So if you want to see Dayle Downloads continue, let me know in the comment section down below so I can think of some topics while I'm away. If you would prefer that I change the subject to Dayle's Dilemmas as suggested to me by a friend of mine, thanks Eileen, where you have a bag dilemma or a question or you're considering some bags that you want to, choose between and you'd like my opinion, let me know in the comments. So we've got Dayle Downloads or Dayle's Solves Your Dilemma or either, whatever. Let me know, because I do like doing these short, chatty videos. What's the topic for today, Dayle? The topic for today is luxury brands. It's a 10, but you requested it off the back of the video that I did where I was critiquing my own handbags. And I told you that Connor's suggestion was that I roast luxury bags. And so many of you said, we're here for it. We won't get offended, but if we do, we know it's all in good humour. So you asked for it, here it comes. I'm a little bit nervous, but here we go. YSL, it's a 10, but they put that logo on every single bag and every single bag looks the same and the colours are all neutral. So technically that's what, 10,987, YSL. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of YSL. You can scroll their website. It's super neutral, super practical. I think a lot of the bags look very similar. I think a lot of the styles are very similar to bags I prefer from other houses. I've said it before. I keep saying it. I don't want to offend anybody. If you love YSL and you love those classic neutral tones and shapes, I'm celebrating your choices. It's just not for me. Hermes. Coming out of the gates with the big ones. Hermes, it's a 10, but for the pompous purchasing process. Let's throw in a bit of alliteration just for kicks. Why do they have to make it so difficult for people who genuinely love the brand to be able to purchase a handbag? I mean, lots of people who don't genuinely love the brand are being able to purchase handbags either through just their sheer amount of disposable income they have to play the game, or some people are actually opting to go through the resale market and saying, if I'm going to spend all that money buying things I don't want, well, I may as well spend it on securing the bag with the specifications that I actually want, not my lucky offer. So it's no secret, I'm not a huge fan of that. I am, however, going to visit Hermes when I'm in Paris because why not? And we'll see how I go. The next one, Chanel. It's a 10, but there's a few question marks around the legitimacy of the materials with which they make their leather bags. I'll leave it at that. You guys know that there have been a lot of videos made about Chanel quality recently. Yes, they seem to be the ones in the spotlight and all brands have their quality issues. However, the work that has been done between Tanner Leatherstein and Classics with a Quirk and Super Jacob in kind of unpacking some of the quality issues with Chanel leathers, I'll use that term loosely, yeah, it kind of pulls them right back down the pecking order, doesn't it? It's a 10, but only people related to the brand really love it. Versace. Whoops. Look, Versace is one of those brands that is just loud and proud and you either love it or you hate it. It's super, super divisive. I don't think you can half do Versace. I really don't. And I think that's part of the fun of it. But certainly the people that love it, hence why I think that most people are related in some way. It's a 10, but for the oddly fake materials that they use, including furs and croc embossed and very bad oversharing of art-inspired advertising campaigns. Can you guess? A Balenciaga. This one's -10. Jacquemus. do not like. Do not like their bags, do not like their leathers, do not like the fact that their clothing omits me and other people like me who aren't a size 0. And yes, I know, I'm far from a size 0, but it's really hard for people who are even tiny to find their clothes very wearable. So I'm giving them a minus score. It's a 10, but comfort. If it was all about looks, Christian Louboutin, you would be a winner. But you offer nothing but looks. There is zero comfort, zero practicality, other than those red bottoms flashing out from behind the nightclub lines of the early 2000s and the late 90s. Ain't nobody doing that anymore. We are past that. At least I am. Are you? Or are you still wearing your Louboutins? It's a 10, but I ain't no real housewife. I'm talking about Bulgari. They just have this Real Housewives kind of vibe to them, I think, in terms of they're really elaborate, they're very formal, they're very boxy, they're very beautiful bags, but I don't see them like showing up in real life very often at all. And we have a lot of luxury bags where I live and right throughout Australian capital cities. Well, not all of them, but on the eastern seaboard anyway. And I rarely see Bulgari pieces unless it's an evening event. Hence why I say they're a 10, but only if you're a Real Housewife. And the final one comes courtesy of Connor, and he says Prada. It's a 10, but their bags are made in China. And for an Italian label, I think that is one of those really controversial things that I think if we knew a lot more about the origins of the pieces that we purchase, then there might be a few other brands that would go into this category as well. I, for one, really enjoy my Prada pieces. I know a lot of people don't, but I really enjoy my pieces. I find them super practical. If I want a practical bag, I go to Prada. And it's just been the case whenever I've been looking for totes or day to night bags, exploring bags, weatherproof bags, Prada all the way. Love them. So look, this is the final edition of DaylesAddiction. No, it's not. This is the final edition of Dayle Downloads. For the time being, please let me know in the comments box what brand you think is a 10, but you'll notice I haven't mentioned Fendi. I'm sure a bunch of you will. I'm open to it. It's fine. It's fine. It's a conversation. But pop those in the comments and let me know if you'd like me to continue with Dayle Downloads or you want me to address some of your dilemmas. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, found it somewhat entertaining, and remember to subscribe. It's just a really nice piece of feedback for me to let me know that you would like to come back and see more videos. Until my next one, whenever that will be, because it'll be more ad hoc now that I'm about to commence holiday vibes, I will catch you, when that might be. Follow me on Instagram if you want to know where I'm at Dayles_addiction, and ciao. Bye.